Everyone, welcome. We are live Wednesday night. We were just talking story, shooting the breeze with the members, checking out the new badges. We love the new badges, like the look of them, the color pops, blue. The dark one is brand new, right? The dark one is brand new. The blue, dark blue is brand new. Hey, there you go.
What time do you want to do the?
In a few minutes, right? Let everybody catch up, get online. Where is CC number 5? Or number 1? If you can get me on the program. I don't know how y'all do it. And nobody will show me. Good evening once again, everybody. It's December. Happy December. This is Christmas month. Gun East. Yes. No, just picks up the whole thing and walks away with it. It is that's not, I mean, it is me, but.
Is there an echo?
Is there an echo? How's it sound? Let me get a 5x5. We talked about that earlier too. 5x5 is just calm, right? That's a calm term, meaning comms are up. I always thought I was assuming it's like audio and visual.
Yeah, we're supposed to do all this during the pre-flight.
You want to change it last minute. You like doing that. Last minute changes. Look at, I have 3 hands. All right. Eric Green, Gunny East.
Are we on live, Kiwi?
You have an echo. Is the echo still there, Eric?
That's what I moved the mic.
Oh,
Jeez.
echo.
So sorry, guys.
Yes. See, we're supposed to do all this during the members, so Gen Pop is getting a little of it too.
Big enough.
All right, Mark Hankins. Yes, thank you. Mark Hankins is here. He says we're Lima Charlie. There's another term for it too. When I looked up 5x5, and it's just comms. But there's another term. What are you looking at?
You.
She mean mugging me. Strength and clarity, the best. Adam East. There you go. So it's, but just audio, right? I was thinking it was audio and visual. That's how we've been using it 5x5, meaning video is good and audio is good. Lima Charlie, lickety chicken, just audio. Yeah, I got you. QAP 55. Is that a radio? QAP. So 525s, because I remember a long time ago, somebody asked me, what does 5x5 mean? And that's what I was talking about.
I'm Malcolm.
Yeah, it probably was Menachem. He has real good questions like that. And we're talking about, yes, it means audio, visual, you're ready to go. Everything's set. 5x5, hit the road, hit the patrol. I thought I just saw Carl Green. Yeah, Carl Green is here. What's up, Carl? It is great. I hope you're doing well, too. Did I miss your first comment? I didn't see when you popped in. So 525s, that's the patrol thing that I was thinking of when someone said, what does 5x5 mean? And I thought it was the whole 5x5s. You're checking your 5s, or do we call it 5 and 25s or just 525s? Anybody remember, before you go on a patrol, you do 525s. That means you're all set. If you're foot patrol, it doesn't matter, foot patrol or mounted patrol, once you're all set, before you cross the line, you do your 5s. That means you check 5 meters around your patrol, 10 meters, 15 meters to all the way up to 25 meters before you step off, just for that quick initial, not quick, but initial, we're good to go. We're cleared hot. Let's depart friendly lines. So 5x5, I had to leave and come back. Eric Green. Balla Smetty's here. What's up, Balla Smetty? When you guys go on break? You getting after it? Any good word over there? Man, I don't know what color this one is. Now you're getting me confused. The new, what color is Balla City?
Light blue.
And what is that? 3 months? No, I thought dark blue was 1 month.
Dark blue is brand new.
Oh, so dark blue. Look at your man, what is it? What are they called? Badges. Look at your badges. You got back on Sunday, so you're back to school on Sunday. All right. And when do you guys get out? Probably like the 19th or something for Christmas. So a couple weeks of probably not a whole lot going on. Same in the military, in the Marine Corps. The time in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, not a whole lot goes on back in garrison anyway. And then definitely between Christmas and New Year's, those 4 days in between, you ain't doing nothing. All right, Bryce Wilborg is here. What's up, Bryce? Lurking at work. Don't get caught. Is it still Deuce Gear or another name by now? Deuce Gear has been gone, Carl, for a while. Deuce Gear. The infantry calls it your kit. It's not called Deuce Gear Flak and helmet, right? We moved from Deuce Gear to Flak and no, because that's just your flak and helmet along with your Deuce Gear. But it's not your 782 gear. Remember it was 782 gear for a while? I don't know. Where's guns? Guns. What do you call just if you wanted someone to get all their war fighting gear? What would you tell them to go get? Bunker Wise. You agree with me that we need to bring back the British Empire? I don't know enough about the British Empire to bring it back or to even comment on that. Put your hat on. Official little T gang. It's a cover, first of all. The way you're chilling over there looks like you're trying to get clipped or what, my boy? You know what that means. Foxovich. SIF gear. Boom. I should have known. SIF gear. Remember we talked about that company? Do you remember the company, that name that cleans your SIF gear for you? Does anybody remember that? I've seen his truck. He's got a truck all decked out or wrapped with the name of his company, that he'll come pick up your SIF gear, clean it, guarantee that you'll pass everything when you turn it back in. He'll repair stuff, he'll replace stuff, whatever it is. And I don't know how much it is. I'm guessing it's a pretty good price, but he'll do it all. One less thing you got to worry about when you're PCSing or you're getting out. Awesome.
All clear gear.
All clear gear. All clear gear. I don't know why I always forget the name of it. And I've seen the truck twice. All clear gear. Adam East, you knew that and you're a Pogue. I still love the Pogue. The Pogue comments. All right. Mark Hankins is back. Good to see y'all. I bet that guy used to work at SIF. Uh-huh. Well, I wonder that. We checked his website out and saw our mission statement and all that, and it was pretty good. He didn't say that, though. I wonder where he did work, right? He knows the deal. So he knows exactly what to do to make sure your stuff gets turned in. I think it's a good deal. When I was watching the video, there's a Lance Corporal down there he said, yeah, I gave him all my stuff. He cleaned it for me and he turned it in. My initial reaction was, that's your gear. You clean it. You take responsibility and turn it in. Because how quickly I forget what it's like to PCS or move. All the stressors you got going on. So I would have loved to have somebody turn my gear in. I'd pay somebody, right? Back then. Now I'm like, oh, you better do it yourself because I have time now. But I get it. All right. 25 and 10. 25 and 10 thumbs. Pick up the pace, Marines. 25 and 10 thumbs. I haven't heard that, Bryce. What does that mean? 25 and 10 thumbs?
25 people in and only 10 thumbs up.
Oh, I thought that was an old Marine saying. You're talking about sound like you're going on a hike. 25 people here and there's only 10 likes? Come on, people. Hook it up. I know I'm supposed to say hit the like button, subscribe if you're not, become a member. Look at everyone sees the tags. What are they called again? Badges. Everyone sees the badges. You can get a badge. You can get a badge. Your name will be green and you'll get a badge, different colors. Jeffrey D, get some. Ain't you that one NFL linebacker? Man, I wanted to so bad. Yeah, that was a problem though. I was a lineman for the Marines. I'm big for the Marine Corps, but college ball and pro ball, tiny. So I'm not big enough to be a linebacker. Thanks for the reminder. Double tap, y'all. It's a cool shirt. sfmfmerch.myshopify.com. This is a cool shirt. It's a sticker too. Check out the merch. Go to the details. Check out the merch store. You can get it right there. Clean my gear and I'll do your Spanish homework at DLI. Right? Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. The Anna the Ma. Is that what it is? Anna? Liked. Appreciate you. Like, share, and subscribe. Semper Fi. Thanks, Carl Green. Tony, can we change his wrench to a hammer or the arm fist? Carl, appreciate you, brother. Carl's been one of our monitors from way back. Appreciate you, Carl. Mark Hankins, double tapped. Doc Holiday's here. What's up, Doc? Good to see you as always. What up, fam? John, triple. What's that mean? What's up, Doc? Airhead USMC. Again, yeah, not worth reading. And I did. Boom.
Okay, put it on airplane mode.
We'll find out.
No.
Yeah. What up, Doc? What up, Eric? Have the window stickers. Lay Cookie has a question for you.
Were we not discussing it this morning? How are we gonna send it?
We did just discuss it this morning. That's not a lie. She's telling the truth because people also want the stickers for the cornhole board now. So they can make them, but we're deciding what's the best way to send them, right? We don't want to raise up the cost any because we thought we'd have to, or one way is to get tubes to roll them up so they don't get wrinkled or destroyed. You know, mailmen are very careful with our packages. So if we put it in a flat rate, still stands a chance of it getting bent and creased. So then the other option is put in so we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And you'll get the first one for your truck and for your cornhole boards. You only need one arm to play cornhole, so you'll be good to go. Pressure. All right, Air Green. I that's why I read it because I saw the dumb word in there. So again, Airhead. You can try again, brother. But again, read the room. John Bohr. When you suggest using TA? When do you suggest using TA? Jarn, Bjorn, Tho, or Theax. Immediately, as soon as you possibly can. When do you suggest using tuition assistance? As soon as you possibly can, meaning after your MOS school, right? If you're infantry after SOI, as soon as you get to your first duty station, get the lay of the land a little bit, get the feel, see what your work schedule is going to be like. You could be whatever your MOS is. You're a truck driver, you're a POG, you're in infantry. It doesn't matter your MOS. Infantry, don't even try to say you don't have time. You do have time. So as soon as you get settled in your new duty station, apply for it immediately and start working. Take your time with it. Don't rush. You got 4 years. If your first enlistment, 4 years is enough time to get your degree, an associate's degree at least.
Even if they take one class.
Even if you just take one class. Yeah, and I'll tell you from experience, first time I tried to use it, I tried to take 2 classes. That was too much for me because of work and trying to do that at night. So luckily, we were going to the field. I was able to back out of one of the classes. So one class at a time till you get the feel of it. And especially young Marines, you're just coming out of high school. So you're used to the study, taking tests and all that. So definitely as soon as you get to your duty station. All right. That's what we're going to go with. Like you roll them up, put them in a tube. And again, we don't want to increase anyone's cost to shipping. So they'll do the math and they'll figure it out to make sure it's still the best deal possible. Gunny says, whenever you were able to use it, right away. Justin Painter, rah. I can cut you a bunch of metal ones. They'd be done by now. Yeah. But again, that's weight. We don't need your metal tubes here. All right, airhead. We're trying again. Make your VA disability, retire sergeant major pension. Just do what she says. Let's correct each other, sergeant major. Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Are you talking about a specific sergeant major in the VA that can help you out? Make your VA disability, retired sergeant major pension. Just do what she says. Let's correct each other. Yeah. Your first one came out weird, and maybe it was a typo. But I'm with you. Crystal Martinez, or Manny Bohanna. Again, now I skipped over your first one because that was a little weird too, but yep, been there. Crystal Martinez, I did JROTC, Army 5 years. Gordon was Army 5 years. Uncle did Marines also. Awesome, Crystal. And where are you going now? You're going in the Marine Corps, right? Because if you've seen Army JROTC and your uncle's a Marine, so you know which one to go to. What's up, Ed Creedon?
What Doc's here?
Doc, what's up, Doc? Good to see you again, brother. We were just on member, all the members. We do member pre-flight prior to Gen Pop. Doc Holly says, is it possible for a Marine drill instructor to give their cover to a civilian like what happened on the sports show? Do Marines ever hand out their hat like that, or is that completely against Marine Corps tradition? So I saw that, who you're talking about, Pat McAfee, good dude. I don't watch a whole lot of news or shows on TV like that, but his is good, and I saw his visit to Paris Island, did a whole show on it, and they gave him a smoky after his visit. No, yes and no. There's no rule against it. It is just one of those things you just don't do. I would never dream of it to give a civilian myself. I don't care who it is. I wouldn't give my smoky to nobody. And I think that's just one of those things you just don't talk about because it just doesn't happen. Something like this, I first thing I saw when he said they gave me this hat. Yes, a chill went up my spine, and I was like, oh my God, people are going to destroy it. Nobody said anything about it. And I think because Pat McAfee was so positive and so motivated, and it just struck him, gave him a whole new respect for the Marine Corps. So great question, Doc. Man, Doc, you're always on it. You outside the box thinking. All right. Airhead, what are we talking about here? A couple more, and we might. When a corporal corrects a sergeant major, yes, Kimi, I just did it where I can't scroll down. What does it say? When a corporal corrects a sergeant major, what?
Just ignore him from now on.
Well, I want to.
This is what it needs to be.
I want to help him out.
It's gonna take a lot more than 2
Nobody
hours.
else cares.
Again, it's gone. An NCO can correct a staff NCO. Yes, Airhead. What happened?
Being an airhead.
Yeah, do you have a bad experience with staff NCO? Absolutely. Marines correct Marines, period, no matter what their rank is. All right. Hi, Marine vet here. Good to see you. He's really being an airhead. Kimi in the house. You see that, Doc? She tried to sneak in there, and that was her hand. All right. Don't even try to tell me what color that box is. What's up, Carl Green? Look at you. Never give up. You earn it just like your eagle, globe, and anchor. Love it. Carl, you're the man. And again, those of you that don't know, if you don't know Carl, something's wrong with you. He is one of our hammers. He's been a member. You see his badge, right, is gold, right, because we go scarlet and gold here. 6 months or more. What? 6 months or more is his badge, right? The year one looks pretty awesome, and Carl's an OG. He'll be one of the first ones to get that as well. So appreciate you, Carl. Always keeps me on track and keeps the house, cleans house. That's what Carl does. Carl, Kimi Cocoa Puffs, the producers keep the house clean from,
Airheads.
yeah. Leave Marine behind. That's what 3rd Battalion 11th Marines did. Again, airhead, brother, read the room, man. You're about to get banned. Relax, just relax.
And just maybe timed out.
Yeah, maybe you need a timeout. Do you need a little timeout? Do you need to go in the corner? Just hang out, brother. Hang out. And seriously, just we don't want you to go anywhere. Like and subscribe. We want you to part of the crew. You're a Marine. You're part of our family.
Or is he?
But just be cool. Love that last name, Carl. Wait a minute. Eric and Carl, are you guys related? Now the real Jared, please stand up. Sorry, I'll never get old.
Doc, it's your birthday. Don't mess with me.
Oh, can I tell everybody?
Sure.
Mommy said wait, but
Oh, I don't care.
whoa. Why would you put ice in there? You know I'm gonna crunch it. Doc, you have to be nice to Kimi Cocoa Puffs today. It's her special day. We won't talk about the time she banned like everybody.
It's my special day. Maybe some of it.
Caprillo. He had a young Marine at my bar a few months ago, and he was shy and timid and had food on his face. I don't know, man. I don't like what's going on in the Corps right now. That's real. That's real good. Airhead, keep relaxing. You know what? Caprillo. We've been talking about that. Has the Corps changed? Is it different? Are Marines not the same? Did I see this on a short? Yes, I did. I saw it on a short where this Marine was talking about, I think he was a sergeant or staff sergeant by now, but he's like, man, if I'd have known, because it was about Marines, and I'm going to kind of screw the story up, but he said one of his Marines called him. He must have been a staff sergeant. One of his Marines called him and said, hey, staff sergeant, and he was a red tab black belt, McMap. So she was like, staff sergeant, can you come down? Because we want to grapple before work, whatever. We want to grapple. We just want you here because you're a red tab. You'll keep it a rep. And he said, of course, yeah, I'll be right there. But he's like, man, if I'd have known I could call out my NCOs as a young Marine, call out an NCO, say, let's handle it. Let's settle this dispute. Your poor leadership and my lack of motivation. Let's settle this in the sandpit, grappling. That's what the Corps used to be like, 80s, 90s, even in the early 2000s. That was normal. I'm telling you, when I went to my first duty station, 7th ESB, after my year in Okinawa, checking the 7th ESB, Lance Corporal, I already got an overseas ribbon. This was before we didn't have the Fire Watch ribbon, the National Defense, but I had my overseas, right? Motivated. Me and another Marine showed up. We go in formation. We're in our alphas. And, there's going on. The staff sergeant and one of the sergeants was a squad leader. They were arguing about something. And we didn't know. We just fell in. We're in that position of attention. We're boots. And it was a couple of FUs. FU. And this was a sergeant and a staff sergeant, which was odd for me to even see. I can't even believe they're talking like that to each other in front of the whole platoon. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the second squad leader, who happened to be a corporal, he's like, all right, out back, line it up. And everybody falls out, and they go out back, and they form a big circle. All the Marines just form an octagon, if you will, standing up. They're all in camis, wearing alphas. They're standing there, the sergeant and the staff sergeant go in the center and start duking it out. This was before McMap. So there wasn't no grappling, right? They didn't start, moves, and they were duking it out. And they were both kind of, it was a dirt or dust was flying and a couple good shots here and there. It turned into a wrestling match, and then somebody finally came out, like the company gun, he gave a whistle or something, whoop. And they got up, shook each other off. Their boys, yeah, good job, you got him, no, you got him. And we all worked our way back to formation. Everybody fell in. Staff sergeant passed the word. Squad leader saluted. Boom, we went to work. Over and done with. That was normal. The school circle out back. There's a school circle you do up front. That's the pass word, pass information. But if they say school circle out back, this is 7th ESB, right? We're pogues. There ain't no grunts. 7th ESB, school circle out back. That's what it was. Lake Cookie, were you there for that? Draves was the one I checked in with. Remember Draves? Because we used to do that to Draves all the time. We'd beat him up just for no reason. So back to, sorry, I forgot your name. A Marine was shy and timid. I think we went through like a 4-year period, maybe 5 or 6, maybe who knows how long, where that kind of stuff isn't happening as much as it should be. We should be grappling before work, at lunch, during lunch, right after lunch, and then at the end of the day. Grappling in that kind of era should be going on every day, all day. Marines are different. Marines are a different breed. That's the kind of stuff we do. We need to get back to that. Doc Holliday, same color box as Carl's. How about that?
It's orange.
It's orange, she says, with the gold badge. Oh, look at Doc. Happy birthday, Kimi Cocoa Puffs. Appreciate you, Doc. Doc's an OG too. You see his badge, gold, the sand dunes, those are OGs. I'm telling you, we'll see who gets to the 1-year badge soon. Doc, appreciate you, brother, always. Amen. It's amazing. Look at her. And I wish you could see what she did all day today. Who just said that? Get back to the good old days. Concur, brother, I'm with you.
I think he's the one that asked that question originally.
Oh, yeah. And Airhead, now you're talking, brother. Gun Club. We're on track now.
Is Lance Corporal Crispy, is that a real name?
Lance Corporal Crespi, shout out. He just picked up Crespi.
What is it?
I don't know him, but shout out to you. Congratulations on your promotion. And good looking out, brother, for asking for that. They have Mount Mother at MCRD in boot camp. Mount Mother is what we did a few times, more than just once. That wasn't the culminating event. We did it more than once back then. Eric Green got you. I think it starts with language. Try not to hurt feelings anymore. I'm not going to try and go back up, but yes, right. It started with the hurting people's feelings. That's when it started. And when did that start? Who started that? You got to watch what you say around people. 08? Yes. Who came into office in 08? We don't talk politics here, but that's when it started. Just started getting softer and softer, and our leadership, some of them were buying into it, right? And we're afraid.
That was Amos, Floodway.
When we had our first non-infantry commandant of the Marine Corps, right? All of that stuff tied together. It's changing now. Department of War. It's going to, but you're right. Randall, let's bet on who gets the first year. Let's bet. Put it out there right now. We don't know who it is. Can we find out? I don't know if we can or not. And if we do, we're not telling you. Uh-oh, Kimi, you see that from Doc?
Yes. That's my mom's fault. What did she say? That's my mom's fault. Sorry.
My ex-wife's father, First Sergeant Babber, called us the Gun Club. That's right. Welcome to the Gun Club. You don't hear that anymore too much. I haven't heard it in a long time since you just brought it up, the Gun Club. Welcome to the Gun Club. You know who used to say that? It was like Gunny Glass. Now retired Sergeant Major Glass. He used to say it a lot. Much love, SFMF family. Keep killing it, Hunter. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate all you guys. Feelings overrated. Lay cookie, right? I'm telling you, that's who cares? Are you telling me time out? Okay. Train like you fight. Bat shy, crazy. Chief, who's that? Or is that Chef? All right. Theodis, what's your advice on joining the military? You'll get a very biased answer to that right here, but I want you to ask the family why they join. That'd be a better question because we're all going to highly recommend it. There may be I don't know if someone's in here. If someone's in here that doesn't want to be in the military, they're not here for long because we're very pro-military here for all the right reasons. And everyone joins for different reasons. We're going to talk you into joining the Marine Corps and why some of us did. It's the hardest, right? The most challenging. We do more with less. All the reasons why you would join the Marine Corps. So why is a better answer, Theodis. But good on you for asking. Hang out here for a while. Like and subscribe and hang out with the channel. What color is that?
I don't know.
Right?
It's the color of birthday.
Carl Green is the man. Look at you. You're going to have to take us to dinner later. Welcome to the gun show. That was my first pickup line. I like it. Maria Lopez, advice for females considering joining the Marines. Absolutely. Yes. And again, here's why. Females in any of the branches of service is going to be difficult. You're way outnumbered. But if you're going to do it, go for it. Right? I even, CC number 3 is a Marine. CC number 4 is getting ready to be a Marine. So we're all for it, 100%. You just got to stay true to yourself. And know that all that is coming. And don't, because there's, when they say, oh, you're a typical female Marine, no, those actions aren't a typical female Marine. Those are the exceptions, the ones who try to buck the system, want special favors, want special treatment, want standards lowered. Those are out of the box. Your typical female Marine is motivated. They want to be a Marine. They want to be treated like every other Marine. There was no females in my MOS until after the drill field. When I came back from the drill field, they're like, hey, you're going to be a platoon sergeant now. Just let you know there's females in the engineer community now. I said, no, there's not. We're at combat arms. And that was a while ago. And we had 3, a lance corporal, 2 lance corporals, and a lieutenant. So that was weird for all of us. And so it's the 1 lance corporal and the lieutenant are awesome. Motivated Marines. They just want to be Marines. The other one didn't want to be an engineer, first of all. So she was forced into it. That was a problem. We started forcing females into MOSs and positions or billets that they didn't even want, but we wanted to be politically correct and everybody's created equal. So those 2 were good to go because they wanted to be an engineer. That's what they signed up for. The other one, what did turn out to be the exception where, nope, she didn't want to carry a pack. She didn't want anything to do with demolition. She didn't want to do the bridging because it was too heavy. So my advice is, if this is what you want to do, 100%, there are enough good leaders in the Marine Corps who will treat you just like everyone else. Okay, just be aware of the ones who don't, the ones who have personal vendettas. I just watched a video about a female Marine in SOI. She was the first female Marine in SOI, and it's an older video. It's a couple years old. But she's like, yeah, the infantry's different. First of all, every other word, their language is different. And they all had a little bit of animosity towards her. She was trying to do the right thing. She wanted to be there, but she wanted to be treated equally like everyone else. But young Marines are immature. They didn't know how to handle it. So leadership said, stay away from her. Don't get anywhere near her because people are going to talk. People are going to assume the perception. She's like, well, okay, now you just completely isolated me from everybody. It was in a different barracks, so I wasn't even around my Marines. I want to be around my Marines. On the weekends, I had nothing to do because they were told to stay away from me. If any Marine talked to me, he would say, oh, I can't talk to you for long because I don't want to get in trouble. Get in trouble for talking to a fellow Marine. I believe we've come a long way since then, but it's not the females that are the problem. It's how males act towards the females. So
Well, there's some females.
there are some. There certainly are some, and we'll talk about that when we talk about uniforms here in a little bit. There's some that completely take advantage of it, right, and destroy it for the good, hardcore, motivated females that just want to be a Marine. So I'm all about it. Love it. All right. That one I can see. And the color. Casey Haskins, 2582. Been a member 30 days. Huh? Nice. All right.
30 days plus.
Checking in, Sergeant Major. Finally, summer business is over, but I met a few roadblocks with my recruiter regarding my history 11 years ago. Gonna start hitting the books and unscrewing myself. God bless. Casey Haskins, go for it. Hang out here with us. Let us help you unscrew yourself. God bless you, and let us do what we can. Seriously, that's what this whole community is about, and it is growing. We are getting bigger. We're getting a wider variety of Marines and sailors and all other services. So please. Man, and you did. I seen the email. I just haven't had time. I got to transfer it over from this account to mine and right back. But we're here for you, brother. Yes, Casey Haskins. Man, okay, I got it. Producer, help me out.
Sorry for the language, sir.
You said what?
Sorry for the language, sir.
Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. I just got to catch myself. You can use it all day. I got to keep it kind of PG. I don't need to be timed out by YouTube again. Although I don't think language is an issue. There are certain words though. The S word, not that S word. Anyway, I'll keep it clean. You say what you got to say. Love it. We got you though. We definitely got you. And thank you, Casey. Appreciate you. Doc, Sergeant Major, what strategies do you use to manage disagreements or friction between Marines and training without compromising the standard and cohesion of the Corps? So I think y'all know me by now. We don't. You don't compromise your standards ever, man. And that's a strong word to say ever. And I've learned again over the years through the producer. You don't lower your standards. You lower your expectations. Your expectations are going to go up and down. My standards are always high. You hear me talk about the last organization I worked for. 4 years straight, I had to lower my expectations like more and more every day. The leadership was that poor where my standards never changed. It was frustrating and it was hard to be there, right? When you don't like going to work anymore, that's when you know you got to get away from that. It was toxic. My standards are still high and they've never changed. The problem was the man in charge had no standards, right? He was all about him, me, right? He said I more than, anyway, so how do you work through that? I think that's leadership by example. For one, your Marines got to know that you will not lower your standards, so we need to adjust ours, and that's all of us. You have to adjust to your leadership's standards. And I don't think there's a one answer to any of it because it happens. Oh, it happens all the time. People do struggle with differences of opinion. Randy, I see that first. He said, I see potential members, and then he just gifted 5 gift memberships. Awesome, Randall. Thank you very much, Randy. 98 Bafama, or no? I'm in section phase. I don't know if I'll get selected. We'll hit that in a minute. Fouled Anchor. Man, we haven't seen Fouled Anchor in a long time. Brother, where have you been?
He's not there. He received the gift membership.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So he received one. Marksman, MMA, Gata, Shava Wawa, Bamboozle, Josham. All of you just received a gift membership from Randall Knapp. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate you, brother. Making more members. So when will they have a badge? Next time they comment? Appreciate you, Randall. If any of you are on tonight, please give a shout out real quick to Randy. Appreciate you, Randy. Air Green, got to go. Should be calling.
Son should be calling.
Oh, son should be calling. Good night, SFMF family, until Sunday. Thanks, Carl Green. Eric Green, your brother. Thanks, Eric Green. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for being here. Say URAH to your son, and we'll see you Sunday. Someone just asked, can I get a membership? We don't choose who gets the memberships. Casey Haskins, thank you, brother. 5 more memberships. There's Caprello. Did you just ask for one? You see that? Was he the one who asked for one and then just got one? Ronald. Zombie Blood. Curtism. All these. Mark Hankins. Welcome to level 1. Look at your badge changed. Thanks for those, Randall. Nap is the man. What's up, old Jyrene? Hawaiian Punch got one from Casey. Casey, appreciate you, brother. Bombardards, motivate. Yo, what up, people? Carl Green sent 10 members. You guys are awesome. Love your shirt. Oh, love your short videos. Thanks. Appreciate it. I like doing the shorts. Look at all these members. Titans. We're all hypocrites. Smithers. Jakester. What? I can't read it?
No, you can't.
Rob Kitchen. Michael. Frederick. Men and women should be separated to instill discipline. Yeah, I agree with you on that. And they still are in the Marine Corps. Oh, you mean all together? They should be in the same platoon in the fleet? I don't know about that. Allie the AI. Airhead, you just got one. So anyone here, if you just got it, see who it says your membership from is your gift is from, because there's a lot. Carl Green. These recent ones are Haskins, Randall. You guys are amazing. There it is. Randall, Carl, and Eric, and Casey. You guys are all awesome. You get a membership. You get a membership. William, hey. Lauren said hi. Should men and women be separated to instill discipline? Just in boot camp, Caprello. Yeah, and better phrased that way. Throughout the Marine Corps and in your MOSs, even in school, depending on all MOSs, I think that's fine. Just in boot camp, they should keep them as separated as they are. And they are. They do some training together, but they're in different barracks, same training schedule, but they don't do anything together inside the barracks. And that's fine. They go to swim qual together, they go to McMap together, they do all those things, which I think is good, because when they get in the fleet, you don't want them 3 months in school or 3 months in boot camp, 3 months in SOI, and then experience working with female Marines for the first time in the fleet a year after they've been a Marine. So I think it's good that the limited interaction they get in boot camp kind of just sets them up for success after. So in boot camp, yes, separated. All right. Human, I plan to join. Did I see who wrote?
Zombie blood.
No, I didn't see Zombie Bloods, but I see Doc just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Doc. Killing it on the memberships.
On me, the green before.
Bring me beats. I am Charlie Kirk as well. Aloha Kitty. Got some Hawaiians here. Oh, member for 1 month. Thank you for all you do. Much appreciated. Zombie Blood. Appreciate you, brother. Awesome. Look at all those gift memberships. Please, any of those that just got it gifted, please give a shout out to those that gifted it for you. And someone asked for one, can I get a free membership? We can't, YouTube decides where those free memberships go to. So appreciate you. If you got one, you're lucky.
You can always pay.
Or you can just pay. Cup of coffee, right? I watch other channels and they say, buy me a cup of coffee.
It's called Buy Me a Coffee.
Oh, buy me a coffee. And that's the price of a membership. And that's 1 cup of coffee for a month. So,
It's actually like a Patreon.
like a Patreon. Right there, DJ the Players. Can you get a membership? Yes. Hit that membership button and you'll get one immediately.
Did you see this question from
No.
Brian Roachman?
Brian Roachman, let's hear it.
Did you lose your voice when you were in the drill field?
Oh, did I lose my voice when I was on the drill field? Yes. And you will too. And I'm pretty positive my voice today is different than it would have been had I not been a drill instructor. No doubt in my mind, it changed being a drill instructor for so long because you lose it in the beginning of the cycle, first month, and then you kind of get it back towards the end. You're not yelling quite as much. You're still yelling. And then by the end of your cycle, end of 3 months, you kind of get it back. But then guess what? 3 days later, you're starting a new cycle again with first phase recruits, so you lose it all over again. And there's tricks from the diaphragm. You're going to lose your voice. You can drink honey, lemon, water, hot water. There's all kinds of tricks to the trade, but you're going to lose your voice, and it's going to affect you. I mean, it doesn't affect me, but it has changed my voice over the years, yes. All right. Scooter. What flavor MRE in the background? My menu number 8. It's number 2, beef shredded. It's not a very good one. I mean, they're all good, if you ask me, but omelet with ham is by far the best MRE. Omelet with ham. Number 2, chicken a la king. Beef shredded and barbecue sauce. That's a good one, too. Carl Green, you kidding me? 20 memberships. I'm not even going to try and read them all. Corey Nelson, Anonymous 1 received one. Stoner Bob received one. Eric S. Yes, I am reading them all. Nate Dogg. Matthew Askren.
I can't. It's taking over.
Yeah, it's taking over. Jimmy White. Oh, my gosh. Ranger Motivated.
Hot Rod got one.
Hot Rod got one. Hurrah. Where's Hot Rod, babe? Skyscraper. Ranger Motivator. Motivator. Awesome. Appreciate you, Carl. You guys are killing it. Stoner Bob got one. Yep, Doc. Awesome. DJ, the players. I think maybe if you purchase the first one, then the next one will come.
Adam East still hasn't got one either.
Adam East. How do I gain a member? Slouds Gaming. Again, it's random, completely random. When people purchase gift memberships, it's random how they get distributed. We have no idea. We haven't been able to figure it out yet, because some people have been on here forever, and like old Jaireen just got one, and he's been on here forever. I mean, Stoner Bob. So we just don't know. So if by the end of the show you don't get one, purchase one. Again, buy me a coffee, $1.99. All right. Ooh, here's another good question by Human. Better question, actually, should I go Naval Academy or OCS? Very good question, and that's great. And the only reason I have any knowledge of any of that now is because of Annie Benani. She went through the whole process, 2 years of JROTC, applied for the ROTC scholarship, Marine option, received it. And her choices were Naval Academy was one, West Point was one. We used to have the list up on it, but about
I got a membership.
10, no way. Kimi Cocoa Puffs got one. See, it's completely random. Or should you just go to college, get your degree, then go to OCS?
How did you get one, Kim?
I don't know. It just said,
Here's what I'll tell you,
It's from Carl.
Human. So Annie Benani chose Texas A&M. ROTC scholarship, Marine option. Her main reason, I wish she was here tonight. Can somebody text her, see what she's doing? Her main reason was she had more of a guarantee at A&M to become a Marine with the Marine option than she did at the Naval Academy. The Naval Academy, the numbers are far less because you go to the Naval Academy to be a naval officer. There are Marine options at Naval Academy, but it's a lot fewer. She didn't want to take the chance of not becoming a Marine. So that was her reason. Now, should you go to, if you're accepted into Naval Academy, you have the choice to go to the Naval Academy or just a college. Naval Academy. I would, 9 times out of 10, 10 out of 10, twice on Sunday, Naval Academy. But then I'm going to sound like a hypocrite. 4 years, 5 years into your Marine Corps career, no one's going to care where you got your degree or how you got your commission. They're really not, especially the enlisted community. You're going to be judged off your leadership abilities, your leadership capabilities, your physical fitness, your Marine Corps knowledge. right? Your combat leadership. That's all they're going to judge you on. Back me up here, or anyone, if you have the same feelings as an enlisted Marine. I would ask an officer, so where'd you go to college? Didn't matter to me. Really didn't matter, because again, I was judging him or her off right now. Leadership abilities, leadership capabilities, right? Physical fitness, always. Marines judge Marines off their physical fitness. So where you went to college is important to other officers. You guys like talking about it. You're ring knockers if you're academy guys, West Point guys especially. That's great. And that camaraderie is great. That lifelong connection is great. I love it that Annie Benani is going to A&M. Huge, huge fan of A&M now, and the camaraderie that they have, that they developed. They're like the Marine Corps. They're history and traditions, right? They're sacred grounds that just being on that campus. Love it. Esprit de Corps. Love their esprit de Corps. And she's in the Corps Cadets. So that's a life choice that you're making, right? Did you ever see any officers from Kings Point, Merchant Marine Academy? Merchant Marine Academy is a not very well known, awesome school, hard to get into, right? It's up there, and those service academies are hard to get into. West Point Naval Academy, Merchant Marine Academy, Air Force Academy, those are hard to get into. The difference is, again, how bad do you want to be a Marine? That's why Annie Benani didn't choose. She was accepted to West Point and Naval Academy. Chose A&M for the guarantee that she can be a Marine. Great, man, that's great. Great that you have that choice. Can you join the Marines with the criminal record? No felonies, but a bit of misdemeanors. Yes, you can, because everything's waiverable. Adam will do it. Check with your recruiter. Put in the waivers.
Did you see Randy's question?
Right here, I don't know. Okay, yes. And I want to talk about Adam East's here in a minute, too. Randall Knapp. Randy says, I don't ask the channel many questions, but I am curious. I was in Recruit Platoon 3063 Kilo Company, MCRD San Diego, where men are trained. How often is the same exact platoon number recycled? Wow, that's a great question. I don't know how often, but it absolutely 100% is. So what number could they go to? So where's our mathematicians here? So if you start at the 1st Battalion's all 1,000 something, right? So, I mean, as a drill instructor, I was 1046, I was 1111, I was 1077, so that's interesting. It's got to be a math problem, because you can only recycle. They don't make new guidons with new numbers, right? 1st Battalion is 1,000, 2nd Battalion is 2,000, 3rd Battalion is 3,000, 4th Battalion 4,000. So only as many times as, so they go through the numerical system till they start over. That's interesting. Because every cycle, and here's another thing, Randy, I'll add to that, is after my 1111 cycle, I was like, man, I wonder what number I'm going to get. I know it's going to be 1,000 something, but how many platoons in between there? That's a great question. Human says, my friend tried to set me up and told me I should join the CIA for the paramilitary option. Yeah, they don't have that. Air Force has that, though. But no, join the military. What was Adam East's question? Adam East, what were you talking about?
Texas A&M and US Naval Academy.
And that was the thing. She has a friend that went to the Naval Academy a year before her on the Marine option. Talking with him, she just wasn't comfortable with it. He was saying, yes, it's very, very slim. He said, I thought it was a guarantee I was going to have the Marine option. He said it's not like 2 or 3% of the Marine options actually get the Marine option, and that scared her, and she didn't want to take that chance. We visited the Naval Academy, Human. It's amazing. So if you have the opportunity, the Naval Academy over college, or going straight to OCS, I highly recommend the Naval Academy. I loved it, loved everything about it. But I understood where my daughter was coming from. I wouldn't take that chance either. I know of all 6 academies, but I never got a direct answer to that question. Maybe once in a decade. Jim Borghini, how much swimming or water training in the Marine Corps training program? There's a lot. We do a lot, and you have to know how to swim. You have to pass swim qual in boot camp or OCS, or you won't graduate. So it's very important. We don't do enough, and I say that because I'm a water guy. I love being in the water. We don't do it enough. And I went to the MCIWS course. I got certified. That was a lot of swimming, but we don't do it enough in training. And depends on where you are and what unit you're with. In 2.5, we did more. We did all the egress systems out of Humvees where they flip you underwater, and the helicopter egress. And so we did a lot right before deployment. And we, of course, everyone was swim qualified, but I don't think we do enough. But if you're not, Jim, if you're getting ready to go into the Marine Corps and you're not comfortable in the water, get comfortable, because you have to pass swim qual in order to be a Marine. In the 4th class, or I don't know how the classes are nowadays, used to be 4, I think it's only 3 now. To pass, to get swim qualified, it's pretty easy. Get in full camis, jump off the 10-foot tower, you tread water for a little bit. You get taught the strokes, so be comfortable. That's the biggest thing, is be comfortable in the water. We don't do enough water training. Surface level stuff, just to, one, find out you can survive in the water, really is what it is. All right. Black Diamond, yes, peace and love to everyone. Here we go. We're going to talk about our first topic. Okay. After I see this one. Is it possible to combine 2 rifles together to get one from their combination? Yes, it is. They got to be compatible, but you can do it. You won't do that in the Marine Corps, though. Adam E says, you can always request to go to advanced swim quals. Air crew has to do theirs, which is harder, every 4 years. Adam E, so I don't disagree with anything you say, except that. I did the air crew one. And I think because I'm a water guy, maybe, and I've spent my second half of my career in the infantry, I went to the air crew one. They sent me to Texas, San Antonio, Texas, when I became part of air crew. And it wasn't as tough. Maybe just that class. And it was with a pistol.
What are you disagreeing with?
Gunny East.
I know, but what part?
Oh, he says, you can always request to do this advanced swim quals. Or no, you may be right. Maybe I didn't do the advanced swim quals. Air crew has to do theirs every 4 years. I did the initial air crew one to get my air crew wings, but that was easy. Again, same, it was in a helicopter, but these guys they told us when they're going to drop the helicopter. They're like, all right, we're getting ready to drop it. And they dropped it about this fast. So they didn't drop us, they lowered us into the water. And then they said, turn over, whatever. So we had time to hold our breath. It rolled over underwater, and then it had to egress. But I was in a jumpsuit, a flight suit. I was in the pajamas, and I only had a pistol. So there's no, I wasn't in full kit, flak and helmet, Alice Pack kit underneath. Didn't have a rifle to try to get out, and it was just different. So hopefully there is an advanced course, because it was easy. Randy, swim qual is literally the easiest thing I did in boot camp. It's same. I felt the same. And they even advanced. I got to either first class or WSQ in boot camp. I remember they pulled a couple of us aside, and we continued training. Interesting. All interesting stuff. You guys are good. Okay. First, let's do a little roll call, right? Ray from Queens. He's going to watch it tomorrow. Does he watch Wednesdays the next day also? Ray from Queens always watches ours on Monday. Ray, appreciate your support, brother. Always appreciate you commenting on the shorts. Love your support. Don't work too hard. Get after as much as you can. Ray from Queens. Carl Green is here. Doc Holliday's here. David Bryant. We haven't heard from him in a little while. Time to reach out, because that's part of my holiday seasons. This is December. This is Christmas month. Buddy checks, right? Important all year long, but more important during the holidays. So I'll reach out to David Bryant. Lay Cookie's here. Randy and Elliot here. Anderson Ho, where you at, Anderson? Menachem, Ed Creedon took off. Was that Ed Creedon? Ed, you still here, or you had to take off earlier?
I think it was Eric.
Carrie, oh, it was Eric Green. Carrie Ann Marie Potts. That's it. Sunday. Be here Sunday where I'm going to talk about you. Jordan Hammond. We missed Jordan Hammond. Sundays. He's a Sunday solid. Heavy J. Bryce Wilborg is here. Richard Bridges. It's been a little while. Utley. Where's Jeu Utley? Where you at, Utley? Chicken has arisen. Again, we haven't seen Chicken. He's been on and off lately. Will the WM ever pass BRC? That's a good one. Hot Rod, he received a membership. He should be here tonight. What's up, Gunny? Jared. Where's Jared? Where's old man Jared? JTB, one of my recruits. JTB. We'll see him soon. John McJunkin and crew. It's a Wednesday. Well, I know we'll see him on Sunday. John McJunkin and crew. Great crew. Gunny East is here. Old Jyrene is here. Mark Hankins is here. USMC Vet. He's been in and out. He's been commenting on the shorts. Dr. Gimpy. Dr. G, where you at? Casey Haskins. Did you 5 more, brother? Appreciate you. Buckeye Records. Salty Assassin. Just big step, bro. Desert Ram Moore. Pablo. Appreciate you. Casey. Casey. Dr. Gimpy. Eric S. is here. Eric Green is the one who took off. Sergeant Stacking. Where's Stack at? Jay Dilly always has something good to say. Zing Ping. He's in and out on shorts mostly. 420 Bob with his new membership. Bob, where you at? Young Ma. J Dub. J Dub is, what's his name on here? J Dub?
Kirby? Wait,
No, dude. Kirby dude. Yeah, Kirby dude. J Dub.
same person, right?
Yeah. Kirby, have him up there also. Big Red, Randy Hodder, Joshua Payne, and Oversized Detour. Who'd I miss? If I missed you, put your name on here right now. So we get you on the roll call board. So when we get our accountability, we have accountability formation. We want to make sure we got everybody. All right. More memberships from Casey. Yes, thank you. Eric S. I got you, brother. I did see it. Carl Green beat me to it. No politics here. I think y'all know how I feel about the Secretary of War already, but we don't do it. Appreciate you, Eric. Carl. Carl is on fire. That's why he's got that. Can we make a hammer for him? Do I got to ask you every time?
I did, one of the membership. Let's spray paint that one. One of the membership emojis is gonna be a hammer.
Really? Okay, good.
I'll show it up for Friday.
We'll show the members. Come. Oh, no, she said she'll show it on Friday. Zombie Blood, like the video. Thanks. Like and subscribe, everybody. Carl, where are we at on likes? We typically hit 100 after it's over. Can we hit 100 while we're going live right now? There's Matthew Askin, present and accounted for. Casey Haskins, brother. Man, I see the producer writing down 20 memberships, brother. And again, I'm not going to read it. If you're receiving one right now, hammer or gavel.
Sheets will not got one.
Yeah, maybe if I recognize a name, I'll say it. Big Erm, the biggest Erm. Are you related to the Big Erm? Wow. Richard Miller, McBuster. Awesome. You guys are awesome. I'm telling you, our next live better be huge with all y'all on here. Do you have a count of just tonight? Casey, look at Casey's on fire. Everybody like. So any of you that just received one throughout the show tonight, we got to be up to like 50 members. I don't know what it is. I'll just give her a minute to look at her notes. Good God, you guys are amazing. We're at 80. Doc says we're at 80 Members.
Likes.
Oh, 80 likes. Thanks. Thanks, Peanut Gallery. Where are you? Come over here. It's Sherbert Day. Adam East still didn't get one. Damn the bad luck.
He might have his thing turned off.
Oh, is that a thing?
Jared has his off.
Oh, do you have your,
Is it? I think it's Big Erm. Is it Big Erm? Did it change it to biggest?
I don't know, big arm, where you at? Thank you for that. Biggest arm, we have a big arm. Are you the biggest arm? And are you in the same arm family? Because we have a big arm. Adam East, is your channel set to you cannot accept that? That's what they're asking. And Casey, everybody listen to Casey right now. Like. The biggest arm. Member for 1 month. Did you change it, big arm?
He said same Erm.
Same arm. But you were just big arm before, right?
Well, he got bigger.
Yeah, did you get bigger? You been hitting the gym, big arm? You the biggest arm now? Wish I could like more than one. Zombie Blood. Appreciate you, brother, right? How cool would that be? Should I send more? You guys, I'm trying to look at Carl Green. 10 more. Problem is, all these people aren't here. So do you get notifications when you get?
Yeah, I think so.
So hopefully they're getting notified right now. And they come on. They say, oh, I got a free membership to this channel. Let me check it out. So again, if that's any of you, you're just joining us for the first time because you received a membership. So they're subscribed. So they know the channel. So once they see a free membership, maybe they'll come on. Appreciate you guys. I'm telling you, we're killing it. Oh my God, you're on fire, Carl. GG, Carl. Biggest arm got notified. So you get notified. All right. Mark Hankins, human. I saw somebody ask you how old you are. You may be too old to go to one of the service academies. Here we go, no blank. I'm 18, dropped out of school. I want to join the Marines. Is it possible? It is possible, but right now, probably not probable. Did you at least get your GED? Get your GED if you haven't, because there are times throughout history that GEDs are acceptable for the Marine Corps. Not often. Not often. I hate to tell you this, be the one to bear bad news, but not a good idea to drop out of high school. You just don't know. You want to be set up for success no matter how bad high school was. Get your high school diploma. Now, since you already dropped out, if you can't get back in, no blank, get your GED immediately. Do what you got to do. Get your GED, General Ed Studies, diploma, whatever it stands for. Get that, because there are times other services, I think the Army and the Air Force even, I think, takes GEDs. The Marine Corps doesn't. We're very, very picky about who we allow in. But there are times that we do. Before a buildup of a big conflict or something, that's when they'll accept GEDs. Or if we're hurting in recruiting, which Marines very rarely ever hurting in recruiting. But everything is waiverable, right? Doesn't mean it's going to be approved, but at least waive it, right? Ask for the waiver. Go talk to recruiters. Talk to the staff in SUIC of the recruiting district. Request it. Zombie Blood, amazing. We're growing in members. Appreciate you, all of you guys. Casey Haskins says, you need a diploma or 15 college credits. I'm working on the same thing. So with the GED, Casey, do you need a GED and the 15 college credits? Either way, get the GED. It can't be that hard. Get your GED and get some college credits, community college. 5 to 10 memberships a week adds up to a lovable month. Amen. We're already killing it in December. It's the 3rd. Day 3 in December. You guys are killing it. 082797. Any, that went too fast for me. Something about knowing the law. Everyone will have a membership before you know it. That's great. Hopefully. He's PhD, player hating degree. I like to say plain high school diploma. But yes. Human, you have a GED. Okay, so get them college credits. Talk to the recruiter though. Put in that waiver while you're getting your college credits. Get the process started as soon as possible. Gunny, you might get one by Sunday. Hopefully. Gunny East. Randall Knapp says, in Idaho, you can get a GED plus called HSE, which equals to a diploma. Get a GED plus a government class for the high school equivalency, HSD. Great information. Anyone, all of you, study that. Again, go right back to dad mode and stay in high school, get your high school diploma. But if that ship has sailed, check this out. You can get a GED plus, called it HSE, Hotel Sierra Echo equivalency, high school equivalency. JX Gaming tips, trick. I'll entertain it. Were you actually in the Army? No. Thank God. I thank God every day I wasn't in the Army. Marines here. Just kidding, Army guys. You know we love you. No blank. After you got out, did you have time to do stuff you liked? Absolutely. That's when you start your whole life over again with that in the background. And a lot of it's going to be similar because that's what you just did. 4 years of a career is amazing. In case you know, one or the other.
Did you finish?
Yes, I did. Anybody I missed on the roll call? Anybody here who I missed on the roll call? And it's going to get bigger when I have to get a bigger whiteboard because of so many. Daniel Hernandez. What's up, Devil Dog? That's you, the Daniel Hernandez from Hawaii? I was talking about the PhD. Yeah, I did get confused. HSE diploma, high school equivalency. All right, everybody see this from the producer. Your membership is $1.99 on the computer or $2.99 on your iPhone. Apple adds to their app store. So if you can get on a computer and do it, get on a computer. Apple doesn't need any of your money. All right, thanks, Carl. Let's get back on track. So sometimes I get a little sidetracked. Sometimes. So it's December. Third day in December. This is like the best day in December?
Yes.
Yes, the best day in December, December 3rd.
That tree goes up.
Christmas, right? The birth of Jesus Christ. We're going to celebrate Jesus' birthday. So let's not forget that when we get in the hype of Christmas. The other hype of Christmas, it is a holiday. It's time where families get together. This could be the best month for some of us, and it could be the worst months for some of us. So just keep that in the back of your mind when you get in a hustle and bustle of Christmas and the what is it called? The consumer side of it. What do you call that, producer? Get back to the real reason of Christmas, right? Christ. Reason for the season. If you don't believe, you don't receive, right? That's in Santa Claus and Jesus Christ. So keep it square. And remember, this is even a better time to do buddy checks. Not just a text, not an email, a phone call. And if you can get face-to-face with your buddies, your battle buddies, by all means, go for it. But happy December, everybody. Excited. We're going to get another crazy month, right? This dust will never settle. And I think we're okay with that. The short I did, Carl, I got you. And remember, Pearl Harbor anniversary falls on Sunday. And again, another reason I'm telling you, we have to pay attention to all of this. So the short I did, I talked about it with the members a little bit. There's a difference in, I'm talking about uniforms. I did a short on it. Was that today or yesterday? Yesterday's short was the uniform one. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. Like it. let that grow as well. And here's the reason I came up with that, to do a short on uniform changes. Marine Corps Order Papa 1020.34 Hotel is the Marine Corps order on uniform regulations. Uniform and grooming standards, uniform regulations. It's thick already and it details exactly. It's been changing over the years. That's what the hotel stands for. Papa 1020.34 was the name of it when it came out. But then Alpha is a revision, Bravo was a revision, we're all the way up to hotel. Marines don't change that much, but there have been some recently. The whole reason it made me think of it was because recently the commandant was wearing the wrong cover for his blue dress Alpha uniform, or blue dress uniform. His white cover, and we talked about it with the members earlier, Randall laid it out. Randy, thanks for that info. The officers' covers change as from company grade to field grade to general grade, right? It just gets more stuff on it. They all have the quatrefoil on top, and you know what that's for. And then they have wreaths on it, on the bill, and it doesn't matter which one is which, but then they have wreaths around the sweatband. Anyhow, the commandant is different than the general grade officer white barracks cover. Anthony Reed, appreciate you, brother. What you got? Thanks for being here. Anthony Reed, you've been hanging out for a while as well. Appreciate you. So that's what got me to think of to do the uniform one. Because I've written into the uniform board a couple of times for requested changes. One was when they were going to change the staff NCO evening dress uniform. They put out a survey, should we change the staff NCO evening dress uniform to match the officers? And they got an overwhelming vote of no. Don't mess with the staff NCO evening dress. I'm glad they didn't change it. But that's the right way to do it. They polled staff NCOs to get their opinion. We're going to be the ones that are affected by it. So I think they should do that with more of these changes that they implement. Put it out. If there is no recommended changes, though, what do they talk about? What does that board meet about? The ACMAC, the Assistant Commandant of the Marine Corps, is the senior man of that board, senior Marine of the uniform board. So the zombie, I just saw your name. The short was about, if you could change one thing in the Marine Corps uniform policy, what would it be? And I have a few. I told the members, my list is, there's about 10 things on my list. I have one right on top where that should have been changed a long time ago. Recent changes shouldn't have happened. So that's where we are on that. That was the first short. And again, wanted to hear from the masses, me, to see what y'all think about, if you could change one thing in the uniform regulations, what would it be? And some of the comments were beards, right? Again, I pray that will never, and here's the problem with beards. I have nothing against beards, and some guys look pretty with them. They look good. But you'll never get any kind of uniformity with it. It's been debunked about the gas mask doesn't seal. Yes, it does seal. That's not the issue. The issue is Marines are fanatical about being Marines. So if they ever do allow it, there's going to be regulations to it. That's where the problem comes in. You see Army guys with their beards and some ZZ top and some spotty ones, and then they start cutting lines in them, and it just doesn't work because they can't keep any kind of uniformity with it. It's unnecessary. It's a hygiene issue for Marines. We don't have the same hygienic possibilities as the other services have. So when we go to the field, we keep our hair short for hygiene purposes. Very rarely do we have showers ever when Marines go to the field. Our living conditions are that much worse. So you're just inviting more bugs and stuff and things to get in if you have long hair, and you just can't maintain it. Unsanitary, unhealthy, and unnecessary. The whole idea, well, we want to look like our Afghan counterparts. No, you'll never look like an Afghan if you're not from Afghanistan. It's just not going to work. So that's been debunked also. We want to fit in with the locals. No, not going to happen. So I don't think that will change. Praying it won't. And it gets entertained quite a bit. The other one was something about get rid of the service Charlies. Now you're talking about history and traditions. That uniform better not ever go away either. It's not the most comfortable. It's hard to maintain, but it just shouldn't. No cell phones in boot camp. And that's not the uniform order, but yeah, that hopefully that never changes. Mustache would be nice to have, but I hear your point. Same thing with mustaches. The Marines do have them, quite a few, actually, but when they're exactly within regs, they look pretty stupid. So in order to look decent with the mustache, it has to be out of regulations, which is, again, a no-no. So it's hard to keep that one. I think we should get rid of those as well, or change the standards a little bit, because it does. If you have it within standards, eighth of an inch below the nose, eighth of an inch above the lip, in line with the middle of your eye, you have a little Hitler mustache. It looks pretty silly. So the other take on it is people, they grow it out of regs. Tan tact. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you very much. We are having a great day. We hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for being here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Good to see you. Appreciate you very, very much. That's awesome. All right. Randall Knapp says, Marine haircuts these days can be very eccentric. Randy, you trying to put me on that soapbox? I want to see Great Santini style cuts again as standard for men, buns for women, in uniform. Amen. Screenshot that. I'm praying to God, Jesus, and Chesty Puller, we get back to that. That's how it should be. One of my changes would be 0 to 1 for men and buns for female. Again, it's those individuals that push it to the limit, right? I've seen more females with hair way too long, way too puffy, just because they can, right? Relaxed grooming standards. All of a sudden, we want to allow you to be less squared away. Personal opinion. I got my daughter's a Marine. My other daughter's getting ready to be a Marine. Anytime they're in uniform, they have that tight bun because that's URAH. It just looks that much better. There's some short hairdos that look decent. They look okay. Nothing against them. Nothing against female Marines. Clearly, it just looks so much more professional when it's tight, squared away. To men, the same thing. 0 to 3. They take advantage of the rule and they go 0 to 3 gradually, right? It should be gradually. All of a sudden it's 0 and poof, 3. Looks dumb. Shouldn't even be authorized. Buzz cuts, again, going bald, obviously pro-bald. I think we should all be bald, male and female. Just kidding. You should be able to style it because that's your only way to show your style is through your hair. You can't wear jewelry, right? Pray to God. Again, we never allow face jewelry and more than one ring per hand. I don't think any of our grooming standards, again, it should go back to the 80s. That's how it should be. Tattoos came up. I have mixed feelings about tattoos as well. That kind of never changed. Little things change here and there, but nothing below your wrist, above your neck. I think it should never change from that, right? The hand tattoos, anything above the neck, again, professional. We want to remain professional. Got nothing against the sleeve at all. And the type of tattoos, obviously no gangbanger stuff, no stupid, no naked pictures, nothing ridiculous. In good taste, because above the wrist and below the neck, you can hide all that in uniform. So that shouldn't change. I think that's pretty fair. Brian Rockman, that's a great question. Can drill instructors wear mustaches? According to Papa Marine Corps 1020.34 Hotel, yes. Do you see drill instructors with mustaches? No. It's that unwritten rule of professionalism. Here's who you do see wearing a smoky and a mustache are PMIs, the primary marksmanship instructors, coaches. When they wear that smoky, it's a terrible, terrible look. But they're authorized to wear them, yes. All right, Anthony Reed. I always keep my hind tight, flat top still to this day. I never could do a flat top. I always wanted to. Anthony Reed, I'm jealous. I tried. My hair's too curly. And yes, I do have hair under this bald head. I could grow my hair out. I don't. I started shaving it when I was a drill instructor, never went back. But the hind type, the flat top, motivating. Right? I always wanted to be able to grow one. Army and Air Force are so unsat. Duke Lopez, that's the easy answer. Again, we can talk about that all day. But their standards are different. That's all. There's nothing wrong with them. They just don't have the same standards. That's why we can say that. Casey Haskins, I regret all my tattoos. That happens also. Expensive mistake. Do I need to get caught up? Trying to see some more uniform stuff. HMX and MSG cannot have mustaches. That's good. HMX is working at the president's quarters, and MSG, Marine Security Guard, they cannot have mustaches. Concur, 100%. Randall Knapp never once saw DI with the mustache except in the movie Jarhead. Yes, that movie has a lot of uniform discrepancies. Whoever their military advisor wasn't that great. But yes, that DI had one. Zombie blood. See that? So you need to get a better chair, something more comfortable. It's not the chair, brother. It's not the chair. I can't sit still. Good on you, though. Appreciate you. Looking out. Good. That's good looking out right there. It's not the chair. I just don't sit still. Anthony Reed, appreciate you, brother. Do I keep moving over side to side? I got a cushion on this chair. It's a bar stool. It's comfortable. And when I go on that side, it's a swirly chair, which is a mistake because I swirl in it. Good looking out. All right, Bender says, I never saw a Marine that looked good with the stash. I always thought it was unprofessional. I had one. I had hair, a low rag, and a mustache as a Lance Corporal. And I look back now and just think, man, what a shitbird that guy was. I did. Now I'm a little more mature. Because how many older staff NCOs do you see with low rags and mustaches? How many officers do you see with low rags and mustaches? It's a different world in the staff NCO and officer community. More professional. Why is that? Why can't you be a squared away professional Lance Corporal? Well, here's the answer. You can. Go for it. Don't feed into the BS. Why you got a high and tight, bro? Look at you kissing butt. No, I'm just motivated and squared away. Right? Nothing against, and someone said, well, it's a low reg, it's still in regs. It is. But as a sergeant major, again, I use this example all the time. You get a call from the division sergeant major, hey, I got one meritorious corporal promotion. Give me a Lance Corporal right now. Boom. I'm just look at all my Lance Corporals. I can't send that mustache, borderline, the low reg, the kind of borderline. Look at his cam. He's like, boy, you're going to go with that squared away looking one who has some leadership and is just every day. Boom. It's as simple as that. Marines are simple, man. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, no, I was just
Oh,
wanted to move this for a second.
who are we looking at? Zombie Blood. I see the Message to Garcia book in the background. That's it. That's the Bible and a Message to Garcia. Two best books right there. I've done shorts on it. I've talked about it many times. A Message to Garcia is a powerful 15-minute read. If you haven't read it, please read it. You can look it up online. You can download it online. It's 4 or 5 pages online. Definitely go for it. Powerful. The fidget thing. Get some discipline, Sergeant Major. Did my wife tell you to say that? I know what it is. Just error. Here's the thing, and she hasn't brought this up in a while, but during a ceremony or in formation, I can sit still and not move. because here's what I do. I'll fall asleep with my eyes open and not move, right? Something will click me. I'll wake up and everything's good.
Where are you?
Duke Lopez. A lot of helo pilots had mustaches when I was in 77, 84. I think even in the 70s, mustaches were a lot more popular. 80s, they were popular. They kind of went out for a while, and they seem to be coming back. Casey asking, good evening, Sergeant Major. Got to work at 7 a.m. You and your family will be in my prayers. Have a phenomenal night, and God bless. God bless you, Casey Haskins. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your patriotism. Thanks for your generosity, brother. Get some rest. Get up early. Don't forget to get a little PT in the morning before you go to work. God bless you, brother. We'll see you Sunday. All right. Bolts is trolling right now, but I definitely do want to talk about stolen valor again soon. We're not going to talk about it tonight. I don't even know what time it is. But I've been watching some old videos on stolen valor. I've never actually seen someone do it. You see these videos, you guys catch them in the laundromat on the street begging for money, completely stolen valor. It's like I want to come across one of them. Yeah, I don't know how that interaction will be. Not good. I wonder what I would do in that situation. Hopefully they're far and few removed. Hopefully nobody's doing it anymore. You see the different kind of stolen valor in all those special ops guys right now. Even that's dying out where they served and they've been in combat and their special operations, they're just embellishing their stories a lot. There was even a sergeant major, a Marine sergeant major that did it. That's stolen valor is still stolen valor, is still a felony. That's different than the guy who didn't serve anywhere and puts on a uniform they bought at Saigon Sam's or from their brother, right? That's different, and I've never come across that, but I do want to talk about that on another show. And no trolling here, that guy who put that on there. All right, user, Sergeant Major. Nate Dogg, what's up, Nate Dogg? Duke Lopez, out of here, Sergeant Major. Got to walk my K9. Semper Fi, God bless you and your family. URAH. Semper Fi, Duke Lopez. Thanks for hanging out. Take care of them dogs, brother. URAH. The Papa Smurf dog. Good evening, Sergeant Major, from cold New York City. What's the temperature there right now? Happy holidays, you and your beautiful family. Thank you for your service, too. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Stay warm in New York. It's got to be cold. It's snowing. Who knows? I know it's getting cold across the globe, so hang tough. Casey Haskins, I'm not even enlisted in stolen valor. Pisses me off. Okay, I'm out. God bless all of you. Have a good night. See you, brother. We're out, too, in about 25 minutes. Appreciate you. Could I get my high school diploma while enlisted in the Marines? Please help me, sir. No, you cannot. We don't give high school diplomas. You're not going to go to school. You're going to go to School of Hard Knocks in boot camp. But there is a way. Check back here later to get your high school equivalency from Randall Knapp. Look at his name. Go through the comments. I don't remember what it's called. High school equivalent diploma, HED. Close. I know I'm close. HSE. Get that. You need your diploma to join. All right. Let me get caught up. Sorry, y'all. 33 degrees in New York City. Had some snow. 30 in Quantico. Adam East, are you back? GED. Randall Milliot is here. Good to see you. About to pick up classes at Personal Administration School on Monday, so ready to start this career. All right, get after it. Personal Admin. 01. You know what they used to call POGs back in the day? Speaking of Personal Administrative School, they used to call them Remington Raiders. Remington Raiders, because that was the typewriter. Before computers, before the internet, before all that stuff, the S1, the O1s used to carry around. That was their field gear, was a Remington typewriter, Remington Raider. A little bit of useless knowledge. Up Dog Funk. Try to be a Marine. I was on documented at the time, so I couldn't. Sorry, there was something in the way. Get after it. Once you get your citizenship, go after it. Thanks, Randall, for putting that back out there. High school equivalency is the GED plus a government class. Get after it. All right, next one. Talked about the uniform waivers. I'll tell you mine. I'll tell you my first one. On the top of my list, and I actually wrote into the uniform board as a young sergeant way back in the day, undershirts should not be optional. That'd be the first thing I'd do if I was the ACMAC for a day, if I was the senior Marine on the board of uniform regulations. First and foremost, it'd be Marine Corps Order 1020.34 HIH India, because I'd have to rewrite the whole thing. Undershirts should not be optional, mandatory. It's like wearing underwear in your uniform. It's part of the uniform. Undershirts, mandatory. It serves no purpose to not wear one. No purpose. Convince me otherwise, right? Your Charlie shirt will last a few wears longer if you have that undershirt on. The backing for your ribbons, and if you wear a name tag, scratches your skin. No reason, it does nothing for you other than it's a cool guy thing. So it should be mandatory, and it looks better. A nice, crisp, white t-shirt, nice and high, just looks squared away. Camis even worse. No way in heck could you convince me that it's not a good idea to wear an undershirt under camis. You sweat through it, it saves your blouse, saves your camis a little extra longer. If you ever need to go boots and use, take your blouse off, you can. If you're the dummy that doesn't have an undershirt on, that's a young 03 thing to do it in camis. It's you tough, you salty dog. Makes no sense. Be the first change I make. All right. Doc Holliday says, let's get 100 for Kimi birthday. If we hit 100 likes, she will tell us her age. I'm down. I'm down, Doc. Let's do it. You ready? What are we at right now?
He's still here.
She said, Doc's still here? Oh, you mean, is Kimi still here?
I said, you're still here, Doc? What are you doing?
Doc, calling her out. Kimi, I'm OG. I'm always here. All right. Anyway, no comments on the t-shirt thing. I got a couple others, and it's grooming, right? The mustache, the beard. We kind of already talked about it. Female hair, still, and I get it. It's uncomfortable. Pulls your hair back. It could have caused some hair loss on some females. If that's the case, by all means, if a doctor authorizes it, sure, why not? But just the era motivation of it, 0 to 1, I would go 0 to 1. Uniformity is key. All right. The other one is VA forms and questionnaires. Do I have time to talk about the VA forms and questionnaires? Producer, she's reading something.
Yes, he do.
Yes, I do. Okay, VA forms and questionnaires. So those of you, and again, as active duty, you do. Actually, you fill out some while you're on active duty. You fill out some forms before you go to combat, when you come back from combat, even if you're still in. When you retire and start going to the VA frequently, you're going to fill out a lot of forms, a lot of questionnaires. And I'm bringing this up because I just recently had to do another one. I'm going to do a sleep study, just kind of try and figure things out. But it's the forms, I just like I think with anything else, this is my mindset as a team player. If you're going to make a change, you should get the people involved in that change who it's directly going to affect. So you're making a change to the training schedule, right? Your squad leaders are going to start meeting in a different location. Something simple, I'm making that up. But why wouldn't you get with those squad leaders? Said, hey, we're thinking about changing your location from formation from here to there. What do y'all think? Is that feasible? Will that work? We want to try it a couple times. Let us know before we slap the table. It doesn't happen in leadership that they're blinded, right? They think in a box. They don't think that way. I got a great idea. I'm going to move the squad leaders to the backside of because I think it's better. I'm not one of the squad leaders and I'm not going to have to implement it, but I'm in charge, so I got to make the decision. No, poor decision making. Get with the people who directly affect. Okay, so the questionnaire I was answering on the phone the other day was, the questions are kind of vague anyway. For a sleep study, I'll share one with you. It's do you have trouble falling asleep or sleeping through the night? Rate that on from 1 to 10. Sometimes, always, every day, 3 days a week, half the month. So not only is the question really not feasible, because I don't have any trouble falling asleep. I do have trouble falling asleep throughout the night. So that should be two separate questions, first of all. And then every night, sometimes, frequently, moderately, every day, or never. Those are my choices. None of those fit. So an easy answer would be to, hey, let's get all these guys in a room and have them write the questions. What would a better question be? And then put those together, the one that gets the money. You know what I mean? It's that simple. Just like the emergency room at the hospital. Whoever made the process, the sequence of going to the emergency room probably has never done it. They never went to the emergency room and checked in at 2 a.m. to see that process and how long it takes. They put the process on the board, and this is how we're doing it, and the colonel signs his name to it. This is how the emergency room process will go. Yet he has never, as a non-colonel, as a lance corporal, took his wife to the ER at 2 a.m. and went through the process that a lance corporal goes through. So what better way to get a proper procedure than to get those people directly affected through it? That's what I just went through with the last organization I worked through for 4 years. Try to get them to make decisions based on who it's going to directly affect. The VA needs to do that still in some areas. They need to do that on the questionnaires. Doing one on focus, right? And it's another one, PTSD/focus, anxiety, depression, all that. The questions just don't match how it can't be standard, right? And even the girl that was reading it to me, okay, thank you for that answer. Next question is, do you have trouble focusing at night? Your options.
What?
Yeah. So can you repeat that? I wasn't paying attention.
JTB's here.
And even that one in particular, that's a hard one anyway, because as much as a doctor thinks they understand my lack of focus, I don't even understand it. And it's much deeper and bigger than just one doctor. Your family members don't know where your level of focus is if you don't know. So let's get a more aligned form for you to fill out so you can get to the bottom of it. Because I want to get to the bottom of my focus, of my sleep patterns. And it's just when they just go off of those forms that they're given, they got to put some thought into it. All right. I see a message here from Doc, has a lot of exclamation points.
Why?
Kimi,
Mine only says 99.
100 likes. Let's go. Kimi. She said hers is stuck at 99. Refresh. You got to refresh your page.
Is that your age, Kimi? No.
Human, appreciate you. Look at Human's on board already. I don't think he wants politics here. I'm pretty sure he's here to talk about, I don't know what to put here. That's exactly. We talk about whatever's happening, whatever's going to make us better as this community. I saw it on there. Someone asked about National Guard situation. Danny, Amos, we don't do politics here. We just do straight motivation.
Oh, wait. Sorry, there was one. This one.
I'm subscribed, sir. D33 Glenn, 38. I'm subscribed, sir. I want to hear more from you. Marines, my goal and will fit my lifestyle. It's kind of wordy. You want to hear more about me or you? Oh, right here. Glenn, I have 3 kids and a mom I take care of. So basically, I'm almost
That's a typo, he's all they have.
I'm all I have, but I want them to come more so I could be someone for them to lean on. I'm almost there. Sorry, I'm all they have. Excuse the typo. Okay, so, and did I miss the beginning? Are you talking about being a Marine? Are you a Marine?
I want to hear more from you, Marines. Is my goal and will fit my lifestyle.
So about being a Marine, Glenn, do you want to be a Marine so you can know that, or you just want to hear from all of us how you can be there for them? One, it sounds like you are there for them, but how can you be there for them more? I have 3 kids and I'm on to take care of. Basically, I'm all they have, but I want to become more so I could be someone for them to lean on. So if you're considering joining the Marines with 3 kids and your mom you're taking care of, you can. Let me put it this way. A lot of Marines, they do their 4 years and they get out because they want to be home to help their family. What I've learned, and I try to help them understand, is so you do. You want to be in the Marines so you can help them out more. So when Marines say, I want to get out so I can go home and help my family, I tell them, stop for a minute. That's going to be a quick, immediate fix, a short-term fix so you can be there and you can do everything for them. But it'd be a better long-term fix if you stayed in the Marine Corps. Steady job. Again, a government shutdown once every 10 years, but you're guaranteed a paycheck, guaranteed a place to live. Medical, dental. If you're taking care of your mom, make her a dependent. You go through the proper channels, chain of command, and get her on as a dependent. So now are you a single dad? Single parent with 4 dependents. You'll get paid extra money for that because they want to take care of your family as well. You're number one priority, of course, but your dependents are also a priority. So become a Marine. Who's going to watch them while you're in boot camp is my first question. 13 weeks, you're going to be away. Someone else is going to have to take care of them. So you will be able to take care of them more better for the long term, right? Stay in for 20 years, retire, get a retirement pay, stay in for 30 years. Right, even higher retirement pay, disability, you'll still be able to take. By then, your kids will be grown and moved out and on their own anyway. So it is possible, and I highly recommend you join the military. You'll be better off. They will be better off as well. All right, are we at 100? I thought we were already at 100.
I think King unliked it on purpose.
No, I didn't.
Look at Keox Lab.
Chaotix Lab. Oh, right there. Q Lab. Any experience with Marines with broken service? I got out after 4 years, did civilian life a couple years, then re-enlisted. Considering doing this, want to know your thoughts on it. Yes, I have, and I highly recommend it. Let me back up. I recommend you didn't get out in the first place. So first and foremost, don't get out. But if you do, and you want to get back in, I highly agree with that as well. It's just difficult. So you have to be patient, but be aggressive. It's going to take a long time, like years. 2 years. Hopefully it doesn't take any more than 2 years, but it could. Just don't quit or give up. Continue to go for it. It's also hard to get back in after you go from active duty to reserves. USMC Cece did that, and that's the first thing she was told is, yes, you can, but it's going to take a while. About 2 years. So be prepared for that, but start now. If you haven't started already, start now. Be aggressive, be persistent, annotate everything. Make sure you have notes, make sure you have names, everything's on email. Save all the emails that go back and forth. Not that anyone's going to do anything shady, but if you forget about it, or you let time lapse, they're going to let time lapse as well. Needs of the Corps is always number one. So that could take even longer or it could take even shorter. If you're in a critical MOS, you're trying to re-enlist for an MOS that they need Marines, it could happen faster. But yes, I've seen it, and I know that it takes a while. It takes a long time. After our deployment in 08, 05 with 5th Marines, when I got to 5th Marines, some of the Marines are already on their 3rd and 4th deployment. So they got out immediately as soon as we got back from my first deployment with them. 3 to 6 months later, 90% of them call me up. First Sergeant, can you get me back in? Civilian life is not what I thought it was. I need to get back in. Started working it, and I PCS before they got in. That's the other thing. Some of your contacts are going to PCS or get out or retire themselves. So you have to be very, very diligent on everything you do to get back in, but do it. Absolutely do it. All right. Fred Red, do you feel MARSOC has a legitimate role as part of JSOC, or should they be disbanded? They don't have a unique mission set. I think they're highly legitimate to be part of JSOC, 100%. MARSOC, I like how they're getting bigger, opening them up, more any MOS can be. And MARSOC, I love everything about MARSOC. So yes, I think they are legitimate and they should be part of a JSOC. Okay. Oh, you just want me to show it, not open it?
Yes, Carl's reminding us about merch.
10 minutes to LZ. Thanks, Carl. Merch tonight. Yes, merch. I saw you bring that board over. Merch. We still do have merch. We have the capabilities now. We're on the road constantly, but we're down. We're ready. Damn. So SFMF-merch.myshopify.com. Go on there, check it out. Hoodies, it's cold, right? Everyone's saying how cold it is. Hoodies are still up. Hoodies, she's looking at the shop store right now. I want to just show that one board instead of individuals.
I can't do everything.
Got the lanyards back here. Still got some of these left. 550 cord, jump cord, dummy cord, whatever you call it. It is a keychain lanyard. And I use mine every day. I've been using it since she made it 3 years ago. It hasn't done anything. I mean, it hasn't, it's still intact. All U.S. gear made in the U.S. by veteran era, USMC Cece. Here's the stickers. Help me out when I show these. Is this all of them? Let me know which way. Up, down, left, right. My left and right. Can you hear me over there?
It's a delay, I'm sorry.
I just want to make sure everyone can see all of them and it's focused.
Pull it to your right. You did that.
Thanks, give me,
My right?
Yeah.
it's good enough.
Okay, that's good enough. They're at sfmfmerch.myshopify.com. Check it out. Hoodies and t-shirts still available.
Good Lord.
Green Monsters. What? Green Monsters from Desert Storm. Look at this baby. Engineer Express on there. I got some high quality. Look, I had to black some stuff out. Don't look too fast. Socials. Remember socials used to give them, they used to be written on your dog tags. It wasn't such a big deal anymore. Weren't all these sick people in the world that steal your identity. Get your green logbook. Use it forever. Again, I still use it. I don't use that one, of course. Just that one's going to be in a museum one day. But it's all there. There it is. The producer just put it on. SFMFmerch.myshopify.com. Cave Divers here. What's up, brother? Hope all is good. Hope all is good with you. It is good here. Which one are you pointing?
Swedish?
Swedish fish are my favorite. Swedish, 9184. 2024, Golf 2-5 had a little reunion. Captain McGurr, Lieutenant Lacyby were there along with others. I'll let you know when the next one may be. Yes, and if you have their contact information, I guess don't put it on here, but let me know when the next one is. Swedish, 9184. Last year, Golf 2-5. I still talk to people from Golf 2-5.
Well, they didn't invite you, so what does that say?
Yeah, maybe they didn't invite me on purpose. I wonder if the old CO knew. Huh, very cool. Definitely let me know when the next one is. Oh, you know.
Don't open it.
Don't forget about the koozie. Keep them babies warm. Koozie, does that look good? Right? Boom, personalized. This one is mine. There are many like it, but this one is mine. No, you can't have it. And look at this bad boy. Where's Officer Molina?
Also, the back of the book says it looks like the Cleveland logo, but it's,
He turned us on to this Thanksgiving dinner. He was trying to show us his meal, and we saw this Coke in the background, and it's delish.
Randy's at Coolers.
Get them where you're hot. Get them while they're hot. The back of the book looks like what?
It looked like the USS Cleveland.
The logo?
Mike corrected them.
Yeah. Engineers up, baby. Cave diver, right? Swedish fish are the best. All right. Django. Preparing for ABCT, Army Basic Combat Training. Get after it. Would you say towards getting ready for basic in your case for boot prep as far as pre-training goes? I didn't see the first sentence on that. What does he say? How would you train for that? Army combat training. As a Marine, what would you say towards getting ready for basic training? Physically fit, mentally tough. I know the Army, they yell at you and stuff, and you're going to PT. Boot camp, the more physically fit you are before you go, the better. So get after it. I don't know how much time you have, but run. Hit the pavement. Do cardio. Do CrossFit. Plenty of push-ups, pull-ups, crunches. Overboard. Thrash yourself every single day. And I would tell anybody going to any basic training, Marine Corps boot camp, by far the hardest. But you should do those things for Army combat training as well. All right. Physically fit will make you mentally tough. Amen, Randall. I like that too. Mentally tough, we talk about you got to be mentally tough. You can't really prepare for it. You can't prepare for boot camp until you're standing on them yellow footprints. But just know that you have to be mentally tough. So when it does happen and you're getting screamed at by 4 drill instructors an inch away from your face for nothing and for everything all at the same time, that's what you got to do. This is where the mental toughness comes in. I like that though. Physically fit will make you mentally tough. Kimel is just going to say that. Oh. Cave diver. I was Army. BCT is kind of weak. My AIT was tough. Good to hear. All right. War info show. Should you do ROTC? Yes. All right. Thank you. Much needed. Get after it. Isaiah chapter 6, verse 8. Love it. You see the producer on there? Put that nice little gold helicopters. That's it. We are going to land this helicopter. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this crew is amazing, truly amazing, an awesome live. Appreciate spending time with you. Appreciate you spending time with the SFMF family. Let's continue to grow this channel. Get after it every single day. We will be on Sunday. We'll definitely be here Sunday. Be aggressive. Stay motivated. Be safe. God bless you all. Semper Fi, my friend.